turn your cameras on if you don't mind. Thank you. Hope everybody is doing okay. Start with a quick invocation. Sahana bhavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Saha viryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yogena Chitasya Padena Vacham Malam Sarirasya Chavaidhyakena Yo apakaroti tam pravaramunina Patanjali Pranjaliradhatosmi Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. We will start by doing some pranayama. So last class we learned how to do the Chandra Bedi and Surya Bedi pranayama, and we also did some Nadi Shodhana. So we're going to repeat them and just to get them clarified. If you have any questions, feel free to type in any chat questions. I have my device next to me, but if you want to speak up, please unmute and speak up as well. Please, because I want this to be an interactive class. If you have any questions, feel free to stop me and ask. And after that, we are also going to, after a sequence of pranayamas, we'll be doing some warm-ups, of course, all the way from toe till the head. We'll try to do a different variation from what we did last time. And we'll do a sequence of yoga asanas. So today we'll do the yoga asanas focusing on starting from our lowest chakra, which is your Muladhara chakra, then your sacral chakra, then your abdominal chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, and your Ajna chakra. So we're going to go upwards, and then you'll see how these vary. And some of them, when we go to abdominal exercises, those are mostly your Agni emphasizing exercises, because this is an Ayurvedic group. We'll also learn about what Agni and what Vayu is mostly, playing a big role in a certain asana when we do that, right? So moving on with our pranayama for today, we'll start with, before we continue, if you don't have your props, please feel free to bring them next to you. Any blocks you may need, bricks, or even straps, whatever you feel like. I may get a couple for myself, just to show. Sit with your spine straight. Eyebrows relaxed, jaw relaxed, shoulders down. Shoulders, in fact, away from the ears. Away vertically, away horizontally. Spine nice and elongated. Take a gentle, soft breath in. And exhale. Feel free to close your eyes. One more soft breath in. And relax as you exhale. One more breath in at your own pace. This time, relax completely as you exhale. When you're relaxing, the tummy should ideally soften. When you're inhaling, tummy should bulge up a little bit or puff up a little bit. I'll be mirroring you guys today, so this is my right hand for today. Make a mudra with it, the Vishnu mudra we learned last time. We'll again start doing your Surya Vedi pranayama. So actually we'll start with Chandra Vedi pranayama, where you're going to close your left nostrils and as right nostril, and you start inhaling with your left side and exhale through left, inhale left, exhale left, inhale left, exhale left. So 3 cycles of Chandra Vedi pranayama with your left nostril, and then we'll switch to Surya Vedi pranayama with your right nostril. So remember, we talked about Chandra being the cooling element and Sun, Surya, being your heating element. So your right side of your body is hot and masculine, while your left side is cool and feminine. So with your right hand, make a mudra. One more time, you just have your fingers together and you fold your index and your middle finger. Now with your thumb, we close your left nostril. No, sorry. You close your right nostril, start breathing with your left side. Inhale. Close both your nostrils. Release left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale left. That was 2 rounds. Do one more round of inhalation and exhalation with your left side. Good. When you complete, switch to closing your left nostril and breathe in and breathe out just through your right nostril. You should feel the difference on how the one side, right side, usually heats up while the left side is cooling down. And if you do it more repetitions, the difference will be obvious and you'll see the contrast on both the sides. Again, last class we learned about Kumbhaka, where you're going to hold your breath. Again, Kumbhaka is not a new concept of, yes, in pranayama we do this deliberately, but a lot of times we do this, inevitably, or you actually, without knowing, unconsciously, you do Kumbhaka. Let's say, for example, you're lifting something really heavy. You take a deep breath and you try to lift. You do, and you try to lift it, right? So that's also Kumbhaka, because Kumbhaka is, our body is naturally trained and we feel like we're really empowered when we do the Kumbhaka portion of it, right? So when you do the pranayama and when you train your lungs, so what are the benefits of Kumbhaka? One, why do you feel the empowerment? Why? Because when you're taking the deep inhale before the Kumbhaka, you're puffing up your lungs so well, and that actually enhances and increases the capacity of your lung sacs. So for us to be able to retain, and also if you're going into a stinky, if you're going to a public restroom or somewhere you don't want to smell, or even if you are nauseous walking through a kitchen of a restaurant or something, you do that, right? You take a deep breath in and you close your nostrils and then you exhale it out. So we try to hold the breath, and during that time, our lungs can hold and expand. Well, they can expand and hold a lot more oxygen than they're really capable of doing. So, doing these pranayama exercises in general, whenever you do this with the retention, Kumbhaka is nothing but retention or a hold. So, with that brief hold, you're exercising, you're training the muscles of your lungs to enhance the capacity of the oxygen they can usually hold. All right, and again, like I said, there is the biggest emphasis that is given is for the internal retention than the external retention. So when you internal retention is any retention that happens between an inhalation and an exhalation. External retention is something that happens between exhalation and the next round of inhalation. So there is this external retention, and on this crest there is the internal retention. Okay, both of them can be practiced. Doing both of them will train your lungs to hold or retain your lung capacity and enhance them to their fullest. All right, let's practice the pranayama with some retention today. So we will just start breathing inside, with your nostrils and into your lungs and into your abdomen all the way. You hold your breath. You do the chin lock, where you bring the chin towards the clavicle or towards your sternum, right? You hold it, and then you gently release it, and you exhale the air out. All right. So we're going to practice that now. And like I said, there is 3 places we can retain. This is called Jalandhar Bandh. That's only written in course. Manjari ji asked me to teach you Jalandhar Bandh. That's why I'm doing that. But there is typically 3 bandh. 3 bandh. The first one is Jalandhar Bandh. Second one is Udyana Bandh, where you're contracting the abdominal muscles in. Third one is Moola Bandh, where around your kegels, the perineum, the pelvic floor muscles, that's where you're contracting them, right? So these are the 3 bandhas. Why only Jalandhar Bandh for basic learners is because there are a lot of restrictions for Udyana Bandh and your Moola Bandh. Udyana Bandh, your abdominal retention should not be done with somebody who's pregnant or somebody who's going through their menstrual cycle, or if they have any kind of bloating issues or IBS issues. And Moola Bandh, the Kegel exercises, should not be done with somebody who is suffering from either hemorrhoids or they're constipated. It should be completely clean and clear. What I mean by it is your colon should be completely clear of any fecal matter before you even go and constrict or restrain the muscles right there. Okay, so that's why today we'll just focus on the Jalandhar Bandh. So one more time, we inhale, Jalandhar Bandh, release, exhale. Inhale, Jalandhar Bandh, release, and exhale. Let's try to hold this for at least 3 seconds, and you can go longer if you want. So that's one cycle, right? Inhale, retain, release, exhale. So that's one cycle. So I'm hoping at our own pace, we'll all be able to do 6 cycles of that. Sit again with your back straight. Breathe soft and naturally. Complete and come back. I've seen a couple of you were lifting the shoulders as you brought your chin down, so that's not required. Keep your shoulders as relaxed as possible and as open as possible whenever. Okay. Cool, that was awesome. Now we're going to move on to our warm-up portion of the practice. So we will always start with our toes, and we're going to sit down and practice. Let me try bringing my device down so you can see me from the floor. Gordon. Sit with your legs straight, stretched out. I'm going to go a little diagonal so you can see me. Make sure you're sitting up straight. All right, toes always facing up, because when you stand up, your ankles are really perpendicular. Your toes are really perpendicular to you. So that's how you should be in any posture. And at least Hatha Yoga emphasizes that. And only in certain times when we ask, you want to flex your toes or you want to extend them out. But the rest of the time, they should be about 90 degrees. So your toes always facing up. Right? Step straight. Let's start by rotation of your ankles. Keep your breath going. 6 times clockwise. Don't worry about the count. Switch your directions counterclockwise 6 times. Release. Inhale, elongate your spine, sit up straight. Exhale, try reaching forward as much as you can. The goal is not to bring your head down or to come forward. The goal is to ensure that your back is straight. The goal is to ensure that your back is straight. Even if you just go this much, my hair away so you can see, my back should be straight. If I'm dropping my neck, that's not straight. I'm hunching like that. Or if I'm, it's not so possible to arch your back. So what you're doing really is here, you're hinging from your hip joint. So your back is straight, your legs are straight. The only hinging happens around your hips, right? So inhale up, exhale, try to extend yourself forward from your hips. And don't bring your neck and spine anytime, any posture, neck and spine always in one line unless they are called for. Okay, certain postures where we move and twist, but every time you just want to keep it straight. Okay, like this. So you want to look ahead. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. If you are able to reach your toes perfect, if you want, you can also use your strap to grab the soles of your feet. Keep your elbows out and you extend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come up to seated. Exhale, forward. This time we're going to add, if you remember, we learned about Bhastrikara pranayama last class, or maybe the previous class where you breathe, where you exhale like bellow breaths, right? So you have this complete exhalation. It's like you're completely clearing up your lungs all the way from your diaphragm, and you're making your lung sacs really empty. So you want to sit straight, and we'll add this dynamic movement to a pranayama. So we inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to exhale like we are pumping through a bellow. At your own pace. Again, remember, anybody suffering from hypertension, because this pranayama should only be done if you are in a normal cycle, no menstrual flow happening at this time, or if you have vertigo or hypertension or even anemic people, avoid adding movements with your pranayama. But if you're normal and healthy, you can do this. If you are in a cycle, or if you have any of these above listed conditions, all I want you to do is to do the movement without the breath. But if you can, please add the breath work. Let's do it for a few rounds. Okay. I think it's Arjun. I see you are trying to bring your shoulders, you're rounding your shoulders when you come forward. Keep them still open. Keep them shoulders wider. So the goal is, actually, let's all practice this. Take your strap if you have one, or if you're able to reach your toes, please do that. Use a strap over your soles and try coming forward. So there are two ways of coming forward, right? Naturally, most of us tend to come forward, pushing your shoulders down. So when you're doing this, look, both my shoulders are down, but the goal is to keep it open. The shoulders should be open and pushed away. So they should be in line of your back. So ears, shoulders, hips, always in one straight line. But when you're bringing your shoulders around close to your jaw or before your ears, ahead of your ears, that's not very healthy for your back. Okay, keep them all in one line. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And if you have sore knees, feel free to bend them. But if you have healthy knees, no pain around your quads or your hamstrings, keep them flat. Okay. So once you're done, continue for a couple more rounds of the inhalation and exhalation where you're stretching. And we'll go to the next move. All right, when you're ready, please bend your knee up. Bring your right foot close to your left knee. Sit up straight again. Lift your toes up. Feel free to use your strap if you need to. Otherwise, you can just grab it with make a cradle with your fingers interlaced and make a little pad for your toe, for a paddle for your foot to rest on. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, lift your leg up. Again, ensure that your shoulders are right under your ears, but they're not open. So the easy way to see is whether your elbows are a little bent or not. If they're not, you can do two things, right? You can either get a strap. If you don't have a strap, feel free to bend your knee. It's open there, okay? And we're also focusing on opening your adductors and your glutes. So everywhere around the hip joint is opening. Inhale up, exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, bend your leg. Exhale, lift your leg up. Inhale, bend your leg. Exhale, lift your leg up. Now hold it there. If you're using the strap, grab both your strap sides with your right hand. If you just have your hand, grab your foot inwards. Place your left hand next to you. Again, don't lean back. Try to come forward. And try pushing your leg to a side. We may have done this last class. Good. I see most of you got it before I did. Release. Place it down. You're going to do the same similar exercise on your left. Bend your left. Inhale, you extend your spine. Bend knee. Exhale, straighten knee, still straight spine. Inhale, bend. Always remember, don't let this foot go for a walk or be sleeping. Keep it straight. Keep her engaged all the time. Don't let her go. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. And grab your foot from inside. Right palm on the floor next to you. Sit up straight. Push your leg to the left side. Release. Now place place your left foot, if you can, over the root of your right thigh and shake. Give it a nice shake. Up and down. Push it down. Sit up straight. Still keep the toes facing up. Not sideways or extended. Keep it straight. Release. Switch sides. Place your right foot over the root of your left thigh. And shake. Keep the toes facing up on your other foot. And release. That's a great way to warm up. You may not notice now, but as we open, your muscles open even more, because warming up is the most important part of any yoga class. Now we're going to stand up on your feet. Bringing my device up. As we move to stand up, and we are going to work on our, we're going to work on our hips, hip rotations, starting with the knee rotations, then hip rotations. Place your palms. So you bring your feet about your hip distance apart, placing your palms over your kneecaps. Make circle rotations, gentle circle rotations. And switch sides. Release. Come up standing straight. Now place your feet, your mat width apart. All right, now here, make a volleyball fist or something. You interlace your fingers and have your feet. Hands together. And from here, we're going to rotate yourself. Your entire torso should move here. As you come up, inhale. As you come down, exhale. Do 3 more rounds at your own pace. And switch your directions, please. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you fall. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you fall. And the speed is not important. The goal is to feel the stretch every side. This is a perfect opportunity to open any tightness around your upper body. Your feet are really planted on the floor. Good. Very good. When you're done, inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant your palms over your hips, and we start spinning your hips in circular rotation. Just make sure you start forward with inhalation, go right, back, left, and a big circle. Now your goal is also not to move your neck around, just you're not really moving your upper body, you want to move your hips around. You'll notice whether you're moving, and I can see how. Switch your direction. Yeah, if I see somebody's chest coming forward, that means they're not moving their hips. I'm sorry, the names just went away. I cannot call your names, but I don't want to see the body coming forward, just the hips. Good. Of course, the body is a part of it, So I'm not expecting you to be robotic and move just the hips, but if you're doing this, that means your hips are not really rotating. Perfect. Complete and come back whenever you're ready. We'll do place your, okay, now let's bring your arms in from the front. Flip your arms up and down with exhalation. Inhale up and down, exhale. Like a little pet door. And we're going to open and shut sideways now. We are focusing on your arms, but at the same time when you're standing, I want you to make sure that your knees, your thighs, and your glutes, your core, your abdomen, everything is engaged. Nothing is soft and nothing is loose. No noodly arms, right? So you want to keep your body completely planted, and now you work on our arms. Now, when you're done with this, we are going to place your palms on your shoulders and we inhale forward and up. Exhale, bring them back and down. Forward and up. Back and down. Forward and up. Back and down. Inhale forward, up, back and down. Push them all the way back if you can. You feel the pain, but that's really good. That's just a stretch and opening. Switch the directions. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Repeat 3 more rounds at your own pace. What we're doing is we're really loosening up your shoulder muscles, and any tightness now will move to your neck area. Now you have to work and loosen up your neck. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, grab your hands from behind and we spin your neck around to relieve any tightness around your neck muscles. Circle motions with your neck. Slow but stretchy. Other way around. When you're done, come back. Now we're going to place your palms over your hips and feet are at mat distance apart, and you bend your knees, come to a squat. Inhale up, squat. Keep your back straight when you squat. Inhale up, squat. Inhale up, squat. Inhale up. Find the warm up now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, place your arms on your buttocks and then you arch your back as you exhale. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, again from your hips, hinge forward. Make sure you're not rounding your back, but you're hinging forward. Now here, try to bend your knees and try grabbing your Achilles tendons. So you're really grabbing right behind right over your ankles, under your ankles, sorry. Inhale, bend. This is also an asana called kakasana. Exhale, you extend your legs, leg folds down. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Now let's try to extend your legs. It's really good stretching for your back of your legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Tightness can happen for anybody, and the most tight people are usually Vata people. So if you see in any yoga class, usually the Kapha predominant people who are, if you may see them on the heavier side of the scale, they are the ones who will be more flexible and are able to stretch further than the skinniest person in the group. So inhale up again. Exhale, arch your back, placing your palms over your hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Bend your knees, grab the ankles. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, stretch them out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch the knees out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch them out. Now stay bent and grab the hands from behind. Avoid doing this if you have high blood pressure, any type of blood issues, or any brain injuries or hypertension. No menstrual cycle should be on at this time. If you don't have any of these, grab your hands from behind and shake as you exhale. 6 times. Release your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come to the top of your mat. Today we will be doing moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar. So the day after tomorrow night is, and possibly some parts of the country, of the world, tomorrow night is going to be New Moon Day, and it marked as Diwali, Festival of Lights. So it's a nice day to celebrate the moon. So we'll be doing Chandra Namaskar today. So I just went on to talk with you. So we'll start with standing up. Stand up, come to the top of your mats. Again, perfect Tadasana, where you're standing with your core, knees, glutes, everything properly engaged, shoulders wide open. Inhale, arms up. Now this time, unlike Surya Namaskar, we had your hands together. Chandra Namaskar will bring your arms up, apart. Exhale now, bring them in front of your chest, Namaste. Stand up. I just bent down so you can see me. Inhale, arms separated. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale up. I'm breaking this down. In fact, this is all inhale and exhale. We move up. Now exhale, hinge forward. Try to bring your toes and fingers in one straight line. So hands next to your feet and your knees bent. Kakasana here. So when you are like this, watch me do this. When I'm straightening my legs out, and my emphasis is on the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana chakra in this posture. Okay? And now I bend my hips, Kakasana. Inhale, I swing my right foot all the way to the back of the mat, similar to a forward lunge on the right leg. And I drop my knee down gently on the right leg. And on my left, I'm on the lunge. So my left leg is 90 degrees bent. And the focus is on the Muladhara chakra, where my hip joint, my pelvis is open. right? Palms placed on the floor. Don't drop your entire chest on your body. Inhale, swing your left foot to join your right, come to a high plank. In this, we really have 4 chakras working. You want to squeeze your glutes in, bring the Mula Bandh there, and also do an Uddiyana Bandh where you're compressing your abdomen, your core. Right? Plank is really for the core. At the same time, you're gazing forward. So there's also balance portion of it. So your Ajna chakra, the third eye, is also energized. Dandasana. Exhale. Ashtanga Pranamasana, where your knees, your chest, your forehead are on the floor, your butt is sticking out. Okay? So here you have your 2 knees, your chest, Uraha, and your chin. First your chin and then your forehead. You cannot do both at the same time, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're also bringing your feet on, the toes on the floor. So let's do that. Ashtanga Pranamasana. 8 parts of your body. Ashtanga, 8 angas. 8 parts of the body are prana means praying to the goddess of earth. Inhale, drop your ankles and your hips on the floor. And slowly raise up to your toe. Bring your torso up, either half or up. Cobra pose. And if you already noticed, in this pose, we are bringing your energy into your heart chakra, Anahata chakra. Exhale, come to mountain pose, Parvatasana. Energy brought to your Swadhisthana chakra. Your gaze should be ahead, between your fingers. Hip should be the only part sticking up. Exhale, gently drop your knees on the floor. And you're also placing your hips on the heels, stretch your arms out. This is called, put your forehead on the floor. This is called Shashank Asana, also called as moon pose or rabbit pose. Shashank is another name for Chandra, moon, because if you look at the moon and the crepes on the moon, some of them form a bunny. So Shashank is the bunny, so this is a bunny pose. Like maybe these are bunny ears and like bunny pose. Shashank Asana or Chandra moon pose. This is also a little bit relaxing and the stretch feels awesome. Inhale, rise up on your knees. Exhale, you arch your back, arms separated out. Inhale, bring your right foot forward. This may be a little tricky. Feel free to place your arms on the floor if you need to. But for any of you who can balance, we exhale, bring your left foot forward too, and straighten up. Arch your back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swing, inhale, bend. Bend here, I keep forgetting. This is Chandra Namaskar, like Surya Namaskar, but the poses are slightly different. Now, inhale, swing your left foot back. Drop the knee gently on the floor. Feel the stretch. The stretch should be really on your left quad and your pelvis. No weight on the left knee. The weight should only be on the sole of your right foot and the top of your left foot. Inhale, swing your right foot back to join the left and come to a high plank. I'll turn this in, my neck will hurt at the same time. Keep looking through it. So in the whole sequence of Surya Namaskar or Chandra Namaskar, every time you keep breathing, plank is the only place we do a kumbhaka, we do retention. We inhale and we retain here. Exhale, drop your chest, stick your bum out, chest, chin, forehead on the floor. So one correction here, this is probably the easiest pose of all, but one mistake we all tend to do is to stick your elbows out. Bring your elbows together towards you. One. Exhale, drop your ankles and hips on the floor. Inhale, lift up your torso. You may just be doing this. That's totally normal and perfect. Baby Cobra, Baby Bhujangasana, or if you can do a Purna Bhujangasana, where you're lifting your torso up. You want to engage your pelvis here and arch your back if you can. Exhale, Parvatasana, mountain pose. Inhale and keep breathing here. Exhale, drop your knees on the floor. And place your hips on your heels. Stretch your upper body forward. Asana here. I promise this the yogasanas we'll do will be restorative. Sorry, I really wanted the warm-up to be full and complete. So listen to your own body. You should know what you can do and don't hurt yourself. Inhale, kneel down and rise up. Arms up. Exhale, arch your back. Inhale, bring your left knee forward. Exhale, you have to join your right foot forward, but feel free to use your arms on the floor if you need to. For those of you who can balance, bring your knee up and join your left foot. Stand straight. Inhale, arch back. Exhale, prayer pose in front of your chest. That completed one cycle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release by the side. Place your arms in front of you. Step one foot back, other foot back. Bend your knees, sit down on your hips, and child's pose. So, Sashankasana is we stretch our torso here. In child's pose, Balasana is where you just bring your palms next to you, palms facing up, forehead on the floor. A 30-second relaxation in this pose. Oh, good. Somebody just asked me the question. How is it different from the child's pose? So now you know the answer to it. So Shankasana versus child's versus Balasana. So this is Balasana. When you're ready, slowly rise up. We'll try to do one standing pose, one twisting pose, and one sideward bend, and dorsal twist, and balancing pose, and we'll wrap it up with the silent meditation. So arms out wide, stretch your right foot, left foot. Measure whether your feet are under your wrists or not. If they're not, spread them out or scooch them forward, however you need them to be. So there are two variations, right? So we're going to, the final pose we're going to arrive in this posture is going to be your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. But if you don't want to attempt that far, the intermediate pose will be warrior pose, and I'll let you start there. Okay? So I want you to be your own judges and decide what you want to do. So starting with your right side, turn your right foot to the right side. Engage your core, your abdominal muscles, engage your back. Hands out straight. Inhale, bend your knee. Make sure the knee is not going ahead of your ankle. If you think it is, scooch your foot forward so the knee and ankle should be in one line, but at the same time you should feel a stretch. So this is warrior one, Virabhadra-asana one. You can stay here if you feel like. For those of you moving into triangle pose, straighten your knee, and if you have a brick next to you, please bring the brick or a block, whatever you have, place it next to your foot, either vertically or horizontally or flat on the floor. So right foot forward, knee bent. You want to slowly get to your right side. Place your, bring your brick next to your, in front of your foot, and place your arm there and straighten your leg out, and arm out, look up straight. For those of you who have sore knees, please stay only in Virabhadrasana number 1, and those who can, do this. Trikonasana is not a restorative pose, it is one of the advanced poses. But even staying here for a longer period is awesome. Now gently bend your knee, release. Bring your foot straight, foot forward. Take your brick, move it to the other side, place it in front of your left foot. Left foot to the left side, arms still spread out. Bend your left knee, sit into your left knee. This is Virabhadrasana Warrior 1. Extend forward, extend. You don't want to just bend. You're extending in, and then you may also be able to reach the floor for some of you, right? If you extend yourself, instead of just bending, bending is not going to give you the right twist. You lean into the pose, and then if you need to place your hand on the brick and straighten your leg up and look at your right hand. Inhale, rise up. Bring your foot forward. Release your hands next to you. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Give it a nice shake. Awesome. I've seen everybody go into the pose. Excellent, excellent there. All right, so that was your workout for your Muladhara Chakra, mostly your Muladhara Chakra. With the triangle for the Virabhadrasana. For the triangular pose, so the Trikonasana, you guys also focused on your Manipura Chakra and your Svadhisthana Chakra. Manipura is your abdomen and your Svadhisthana is your lower back. Now we all sit down to again work on your Svadhisthana, which is your lower. Sit down, Titli Asana. Bring the soles of your feet together, back straight. And now you're going to flop those beautiful butterfly wings, eyes up and down. You inhale, sit up straight. Place the palms on the knees. Try gently to push them down. Still place them and sit up straight. Now we're working on the pelvis, the lowest chakra, Muladhara Chakra. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Make sure your back is straight, suck your belly in. Exhale completely. Inhale softly. Exhale, soften the belly. One more cycle of inhalation and exhalation at your own pace. Exhale, bring the palms in front of your chest. Namaste Mudra. Also called as Anjali Mudra, where you bring the palms together. So in Ayurveda, we learned that there are marmas in most of your body parts. When you're joining these two parts, the highest marmas are getting associated with each other, and both the feminine and masculine sides of energy are nullified too. So this is also a union mudra. Suck your belly in. And we gently lean forward. We are again not going to do this, but we're trying to extend your back, extend it, you're elongating yourself forward, and then when you don't have a place, just place your fingers down. Palms down on the floor. If you use bricks if you need to for the elevation, palms on the floor. If you can, drop your elbows on the floor. You may even want to slowly walk your fingers forward to extend yourself forward. But if you just do this, that's awesome. Keep your back and neck straight in one line, gaze ahead. Never drop your neck, because as you drop your neck, the entire weight of your cervical muscles is falling and you see curvature. So never drop your neck, keep the neck straight. Doing this versus this, my back just straightened out. I don't know if you saw that. You can test this for yourself. I'm not exaggerating, this really happens for anybody. Gaze ahead. And if you can, you don't want to bring your head down unless either your abdomen or your head reach forward. Only if you're all the way down on the floor, you keep your head down, otherwise you're still looking ahead. Okay. Inhale, slowly walk up and show some love to your hip joint by giving it a nice hug. Sit up straight. Now separate your knees out, separate your feet out, knees bent. And you want to lie down on your back. And grab under your knees, and you're going to rock yourself back and forth. A great massage for your back this way. With your own weight, you're really massaging your back. I have a break. Okay. Massage yourself. Awesome. Now, when we are done, we're going to try doing something called Janu Sirsasana. Janu is your knee, Sirsa is your head. So try to reach your head to the knee, but actually the right way to do it, you're really bringing your knee somewhere on your tibia, your shin bone. But for now, we'll just call it head to knee pose. So extend both your legs out. Sit up straight. Bend your right leg. And bring your right leg. Gently drop the knee. Try to bring the heel as close as to your pelvis. You may even stay like this where my foot is close to my knee. Or if you can bring it closer. Try dropping the knee to the side and sit up straight. Feel free to grab a strap and have it placed over your foot in case you need it. Inhale, arms up. Suck your belly in. We're really going to target on your Swadhisthana chakra in this pose, the sacral chakra. Okay? So again, extend yourself forward from the top of your head. Feel like somebody is lifting you and placing you down. Instead of trying reaching like this, if you elongate yourself vertically, you may even be able to reach forward. And now here, when you're done going forward, grab the straps to move your elbows to a side. Otherwise, just place the palms next to your knee. Or if you're able to grab your foot, please feel free to grab your foot. Make sure the back is straight and look ahead. Only if you're able to reach all the way down, you want to bring your head down. Otherwise, your neck and head all the way looking ahead. Great work for the back of your leg, the right leg. The back of your right leg is completely warming up and stretching. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Extend your leg out. Give it a gentle shake. Switch sides. You're going to bend your left leg now and drop it to your side. Sit up straight. If you have big thighs like me, you may even see that the knee doesn't go all the way down. This is okay. But try to keep it as straight as you can instead of bending it. Oh, actually, if you have a sore back, or if you have a sore, either your quads or hamstrings are hurting, feel free to bend your knee. That's okay, totally okay. But for anybody with healthy muscles on your leg and your back, sit up straight with your knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, we extend ourselves forward, forward, placing the palms next to your foot. Or grab the strap or grab your foot and knee come down. Or if you can, just stay right there. If you cannot come down, just stay right there. This is probably the beginning pose. You're looking ahead with your spine and neck in one line. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the arms to your side. Extend your leg out. Give it a gentle shake. So because doing this, we did stretch the posterior side of your body, we want to also extend the anterior side of your body. So do this, we're going to do something called Purvottanasana, which is also reverse plank. So I'll show you to do it. I'll do it and show it, and you guys can follow. I'll show you two variations, a basic variation and a complete asana. So you inhale, arms up, and you start by placing your thumbs right behind your hips, and you measure 2 palms distance, 1 and 2. And you can squeeze your shoulder blades in here. This is 1, or you can also turn your arms, palms inwards, whichever you like. Maybe for beginners, today everybody please place your palms out. And here there are 2 variations. First, inhale, you want to just lift your little bit of your hips up. This is 1. And you exhale, bring it down. Inhale up and bring it down. So this is very basic pose because this way you're stretching your anterior side of your body. Otherwise, just inhale and stretch out. Feel free to extend your toes here. Push your hips up. Exhale, drop your hips. Come back to seated pose. Awesome. And now we worked on your lower chakra. We're going to work on your heart chakra, which is we're going to try a basic chakrasana, very basic one. So everybody please lie down on your back and bend your knees, bringing the feet, heels closer to your hips. Now spread your legs apart, wider as your mat, or plausibly wide as your hips. And grab your ankles if you can. Inhale, we lift your hips up and stay there. Push the hips away from the floor. This is the basic chakrasana. And you're really focusing on your heart chakra and also your throat chakra, because the throat chakra is also engaged in this pose. It's actually squeezed, contracted while your heart chakra is open completely. Exhale, drop your hips down. One more time, inhale, lift up. Hips. Exhale, gently drop the hips down. This is basic chakrasana. Now bring the brick next to you, any side is okay. Because we have to complete any asana. So there are 3 steps to an asana. Asana, how you enter into an asana, and how you exit, and you stay there in the asana. And so entering into the asana is different postures and different moves, and you either inhale or exhale. And holding the asana is also where do you really hold your breath, like in the plank pose we do hold our breath, everywhere else we do keep breathing, right? And how many inhalation and exhalation do you want to do, and how long can you hold a certain pose also plays into matter. And third one is how to get out of the asana. So when you get out of the asana, you always want to follow the same steps how you entered. That's exactly how you want to get out. And fourth one is there is always a counter pose to a certain asana we do. See, remember when we did Janushirshasana, where we did forward bending, the counter pose was a reverse plank. right? Now because we did a bridge where we pushed your hips up and arch your back, now for that, we're doing a counter pose called Apanasana, where you bend your knees and hug them close to your chest. Now, you can grab the sides of your foot or you can grab the opposite sides of your foot, however you can. Bring it close to your chest and rock gently sideways. So this is called Apana Asana. Apana Vayu is the lowest Vayu which helps in around the colon area, right? So anybody suffering from obstruction in the Apana Vayu should be doing Apana Asana because this will help stimulate the Apana Vayu. So if you're constipated or have bloating, right, any of those you want to practice Apanasana on empty stomach, and because you're really squeezing your bowels with this. And if you do this, any blockage of air will come out of gas, or you will also have your elimination smoothly. Now, we're also going to now do a spinal twist in this position. Whenever you do a spinal twist, there is this samana vayu around your abdomen that is getting activated. So this is also called as Agni enhancing exercise. And the name of this exercise is Markata Asana. So we'll be also focusing on your solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, which is your abdominal chakra. Alright, so here we probably have done this last class, but place your arms out wide, palms placing on the floor, and you twist your feet to your left. Okay, and you may want to use the break between your knees, or you don't even need this. But the goal is to ensure that your right shoulder is still on the floor. Okay? If your right shoulder lifted up, that's not a great stretch. So most of us, some of us may need this, and some of you who are flexible may bring the feet down. I would need this because my right shoulder is slightly lifting up, so I'm comfortable keeping mine. Again, remember you can switch the size of your extend the elevation of your grip, changing the position of it. Now your neck should be facing towards the right side. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful stretch and also a very good ugly enhancing exercise because you're really letting that abdominal muscles warm up and get worked up. So all the digestive juices, all the Pachapitta, your Cleated Kapha, and your Samanvali, all of them are now jumping and getting activated with the stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gently drop your knees to the right side. Now making sure your left shoulder is still on the floor. And one more thing, okay? So if you think, hey, I'm not feeling any stretch, then in that case, you may even bring your knees up higher towards you. So the sides of your spine, these are called latissimus dorsi, they are also getting a nice stretch and extension in this pose. And at the same time, your abdomen muscles are also getting worked up. Awesome, awesome exercise for the Samana Vayu and other digestive enhancement here. So we did work on your Muladhara chakra, we did work on your second chakra, we did work on your heart chakra, throat chakra. Now we came to your abdominal chakra and we are only left with your Ajna chakra, which is your third eye. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your palms next to you on your mat. Lift your feet up. Very slowly exhale and bring it down at the end space. The slower the better. A mini Shavasana here for about 20 seconds and then we move to the Ajna Chakra. and then we will do our final relaxation. Slowly roll over to your right side. Come up to seated pose. Now we'll practice something called Garuda Asana, which is eagle pose, where we're going to balance out. So somebody, when a teacher was asked a question on like, hey, why in yoga most of these poses are named after birds and animals, like eagles, you have cobras, you have horse pose, you have your crow pose, crane pose, right? So many Matsyasana, fish pose and all, right? And then this was the answer, because the way they are sequenced are also in the order of these, starting with your reptiles, and then the aquatic animals, and then reptiles, and then comes your Gomukasana is your cow pose. In fact, we'll be doing Gomukha. Let's do Gomukasana instead of Garudasana, because let's try that, and then we move to birds, right? Because that's the order of how, like, even looking at the evolution, Darwin's theory, how we all evolve from the creation of starting from aquatic animals to amphibians, like all the reptiles, and then we have our four-legged creatures, and then we got the wings and the birds came out, right? So there is a certain sequence. It's exactly how our visionary yogic masters have designed all these postures and poses made after some yogis. Now let's do the Gomukasana instead of Garuda Asana. Gomukha Asana. Go is cow, Mukha is face. So you're going to make a cow's face in this asana. Also very good for stimulating any digestive congestion. So any constipation, you can definitely do this, especially in India if you go to Ayurvedic centers. Because I've been to Patanjali, which is Baba Ramdev Center. They make you for Virechana therapy. And in fact, they were doing Shatkriyas. Unlike Panchakarma, 5 types of therapies we have in Ayurveda. Shatkriyas or Shatkarma, they call it, have 6 types of therapies in Ayurveda. So they do have Vamana, the vomiting, and they also have Netis, they have different types of Netis, and they also have Virechana, and they have Nasya, I told you, right? So all these similar, very it's like a yin-yang therapy. There is a repetitive replica of the same therapy we have there. Over there, when they get their Virechana done, they just give, even for Vamana, it's not an extensive MSS like we do in Panchakarma therapy. They just make you drink some lemon water and make you throw up. That's like cleansing your upper digestive or even your GI or respiratory tract, right? And for Virechana, all they asked you to drink was some warm water, and sometimes they'll add some castor oil in it, and they'll make you do this Gomukasana and sit in that posture for some time, and that will stimulate your digestion, and then they'll ask you to go. So let's try Gomukha Asana for now. Extend your legs out. Try to bend your left leg and try placing it over your right knee. And if you can, this may be a little tricky, but if you can, bend it down. And at the same time, you want to bend your left knee and bring so both the feet are to the side. You may just do this, that's okay too. Cross leg pose is not as easy as it seems to be, so don't worry. And you may even do this, but for those of you who can bring your knees down and stacked on each other, just go. Okay. Now sit straight. Inhale your right hand up. So if you're, I think everybody's right knee is up, right? Perfect. So right hand up. Oh, sorry. Your left knee is up. So keep your left knee up and left hand up. So whatever knee is up, right hand goes up. Okay, so bend it from back. Feel free to use the strap if you need to. And for those of you who can, reach the hand from behind can do this. Try grabbing your hand from the try. For anybody who may need help of a strap, feel free to use the strap, but that's what you want to achieve. Where you're going to hold both of them together. And here, remember, elbow up. You want to do the Jalandhar. Stick your neck out like a cow. So that's where the opening feels. That's where you feel the opening. Exhale, release. I'm doing this quick because we're running short of time, but you can stay here for at least 2 minutes in one side of the posture. Now we're going to release very slowly, one by one, and then switch sides. So you also swap the stacking. Now your right leg is probably perhaps up. Right hand up, bend it from the top. Feel free to use the strap where you can grab it from behind with the other hand. Again, neck ahead like a cow. This is the Go Mukha Asana, cow pose. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath here. So this is a very basic pose. There are different variations of this pose where we can lean forward and extend up and also lie down behind, etc. Inhale, release, and bring your hands down. Exhale, release your legs. Give it a quick, nice shake. And lie down for 5 minutes of mini shavasana. Or you can also sit down, however you're comfortable. And you can also do a mudra if you're sitting down. If you're lying down, just relax your body. Lying down, shavasana is a corpse pose. You really pretend to be corpse. So no tension, no stress. Every muscle of your body is relaxed there. But if you're sitting here, you can make a mudra. You can make a chin mudra where you join the thumb and the index. And with both hands. And your right hand down. Left hand up. Sit straight. So right hand around your belly button and your left hand right around your sternum, around just above your chest. Sit straight, close your eyes. Envision the prana flowing between your fingers. After some time, you may feel a need to bring the arms together or out. That's totally normal. That's just the prana acting up. Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagnahu Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Teda Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamasritaha Prana Apana Samayuktaha Pachan Anyam Chaturvidham Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityom Vrukshiyamamrita Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityonma amritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just feel free to flip your hands. Bring your attention to the vibrations between your hands and see, are they going towards each other? Or do you feel any energy between your arms at all? Between your palms. Purnam Adah Purnam Idam Purnat Purnamudachyate